ridiculous references. This is like a job application. Hey guys, what's up? So, if you read the title, you know what's in store today, everyone. I'm just gonna do a little background on why I decided to apply to these cringy dating shows. We're gonna talk about my dating life for just a quick second, and then we'll go right into the video. Me, as a human being, I do not have a lot of dating experience. I have maybe went on dates with 3 different people. I am not a fan of dating apps because they're just really superficial. It's hard to meet people at this time, especially because of the virus. I can't really go out and meet someone organically, which is, the dream. You lock eyes across the room and that's what I want. Basically, it's also really just hard for me to connect with people on an emotional level when appearance is involved and all that. Because, at least for me, I usually keep an open mind when it comes to how someone physically looks. Yes, I can be okay, you're attractive, you're not. I can look at someone objectively and see that. So your personality is really what carries you, okay? And most people work the opposite way. I'm the kind of person who's I want to be friends first because I need to know that they actually care about me as a person, who I am on the inside, just my overall persona. And it's hard to find that because of all these apps being very, very superficial and surface level, and you could swipe left on someone who is amazing, who you didn't give a chance because they weren't to your physical beauty standards. I also want to connect with someone on an emotional level first, as opposed to a physical level first. Specifically, I wanted to do this video because I wanted to see what my other options were, especially at this time. It's hard, like I said, to go out and just meet people organically. And I feel like these reality shows, although they may be kind of cringy, and although they may be really dramatic, but you don't really know. I just wanted to see what the application process was, just in case any of you guys were thinking about applying because you're as single as I am. I'm going to apply to at least one of them. We're just gonna get into these applications and we're gonna just go all in, alright? So the first application I'm doing is for Bestie Picks Bae. If you've seen the show, it is very cringy, and a lot of the girls on it are superficial. They're I want a tall guy, and a lot of the things they're looking for in a person is physical attributes, but they also say a couple things about personality, but it's mostly focused on their looks. At least it's what I've observed. I mean, yes, we all have preferences. There are definitely really attractive people who I've talked to who have the personality of a cardboard box. So I was just curious what the application entailed to see if there was a correlation, if the show was more geared towards focusing on a person's appearance as opposed to their personality traits to cast the people. Let's get into it. Basically, I'm currently looking at the first page. It's a Google form to apply. They were low budget. They wanted it to be easy and access to everyone. Separate episodes for high school age and those who are not in high school. Okay, cool. I don't want to date no high schooler anyway. Oh, watch an episode below. Do they check if you watch the episode? Am I gonna not be chosen because I didn't watch this episode? I'm gonna risk it. I'm not gonna watch it. And my first name. Oh, this is a hard one. It's Jessica, by the way. Hi, how are ya?
Hi, how are ya?
My last name, my email address, phone number. I'm blurring those out, y'all. You're not gonna get my contact information because of this video. If you didn't know, I'm 22. I might look 12, but yeah, I'm here. Not a minor, so this is not applicable. So obviously, this dating experience is for children, and I am not one. I mean, maybe I act like one, but in retrospect, I'm not one. I'm also blurring out my city because y'all should not know that. That would be scary. I don't want you to find me. I'm from New Jersey. That's why I'm an asshole. Last time I checked, I'm female. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I could be male now. I haven't looked in a couple hours. What's your sexual orientation? I think I'm straight. I had issues with my sexuality for a long time, but I think I'm straight. I could just be other and just be like, I don't know. They would probably be curious because they like want it for their ratings to go up or their views. What am I saying? This isn't a real like broadcasted show. What's your Instagram handle? I feel like this is where when I submit this, they're gonna high-key judge me because I have less than 200 followers on my Instagram, so you should follow me on my Instagram. And also, I feel like they're doing this because they want to look at your pictures to make sure you're not butt ugly, because that would also make their views plummet. So I feel like, yeah, they're coming from a little bit of a superficial standpoint. I feel like a lot of people do that. It's hard to not, but like, that's emphasized. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you in high school, college? What do you like to do for fun? I like to make YouTube videos, play with my pup, and go to concerts when I can. You know, I wish I could. I don't have enough money to do that. I'm overstating my statement because I don't go to concerts all that often, but I love to go to concerts. What do I like? That's such a broad question. And, okay, well, alright, I know I like to play with my dog. That's so basic. I make a YouTube video, you know, because part of me wants to get out, part of me doesn't, okay? I'm conflicted. So, I want to sound interesting, okay? I like to make YouTube videos, TikToks. It'll just sound more interesting. I'm just a social media loser. I like to painting, listening to music, and going on hikes. I wish I could go on hikes with my dog, though. What celebrity most fits your personality and why? I can't think of any. Please, you in the comments, let me know, what celebrity do I remind you of? Because the thing about me is I don't really follow celebrities all that much, because they're just people. They don't really interest me too much. Like, I don't know, I can't think of any that are like me. I guess Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like she seems like she's down to earth, she's funny, she's chill, she's kind of a tomboy. I'm a tomboy. What would you do as Bae? What would you do as Bae to impress a date? Showing up. The thing is, if you go on a date with someone, they want to be there, so you shouldn't really have to do anything to try to impress them. Just, like, be yourself. Being myself is enough. Final answer. Moving on. Have you previously appeared on an episode of Bestie Picks Bae? No. How did you hear about the casting? YouTube? If you refer, I was not. That's not applicable. I don't know people in the industry. I am the industry. Please list all film and digital TV. Okay, well, my YouTube channel. That would count as a digital project, right? I also had a podcast, but, like, do I include that? The application for Bae on the series, if you're selected to be the main dater, a casting team will contact you. I can't believe a casting agent is gonna look at this. They're gonna, like, look at this YouTube video I'm filming right now. They're gonna come to my channel and they're gonna be like, you're roasting me. What high school or university / college do you attend? Well, I don't attend one anymore. I just graduated from college. Woo. I did attend Lycoming College, so I'm gonna say I'm a Lycoming College graduate for May 2020. To contact me, I'm just gonna say email only, because I don't want them texting me. I feel like if they texted me, I would feel very uncomfortable. Oh, okay, well, here goes nothing. That was sent to a casting agent. Can we just take a moment? Oh. Anyway, I'm not applying to the next one, but we're just gonna go through the application so you know what's up. The next one I'm going through is Love is Blind. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a Netflix original series where they take a bunch of single people and they, like, go on, like, dates for, like, a week, but they can't see each other. They're in pods, and they can't see each other, and they only can, like, talk to each other to determine whether or not they connect on an emotional level. And then they propose without even seeing the other person, and then at the end of 30 days, they have a wedding, and they either get married or they don't. I would think going into this that the idea of love being blind is that the people doing it want an emotional bond and it isn't really superficial, and they like really prove that to be true. So let's see how superficial the application is. Alright, first, last name, age, date of birth, city, state, phone number, email, gender, ethnicity. See, they're racist. Hair color, eye color. That's very specific. Like, are they trying to like balance the blondes and the brunettes? Like, throw a ginger in there? Like, I don't like this already. This already is superficial. Highest level of education completed. Occupation. Your personal Facebook link, your Instagram, and your Twitter. They really want to deep dive into you. They want to see your pictures. They want to see how you interact with people. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. Your Skype ID. If they want you on this show, they're gonna Skype you to make sure you're not a catfish. For a show about trying to prove that you can love someone without seeing them first and it's not based on their appearance, they're really emphasizing appearance in this application, which kind of makes me pissed off. Here we go. Continuing with that trend, your best face photo with no sunglasses or hats, and a photo of your complete body shot. So they're not only looking at your face, they're also judging you for your body. That's really sad. They ask if you're a U.S. citizen, have you been married, are you divorced or separated? They just really need to know that. Do you have children? What are your hobbies? What is your current dating life like? Non-existent, but that's beside the point. Where are you currently meeting potential mates? What are the top 3 qualities you look for in a mate? I love that they use the word mate, though. That's great. What are your deal breakers? Are you open to dating someone who is divorced and or has children? What religion are you? Do you have any religious deal breakers? This goes so deep. Oh my god. Do you have any ethnic or cultural deal breakers? Bro. What does your perfect match look like physically? That's the question that really grinds my gears. It's a show about falling in love based on emotional bond and not physical bond, but yet they have the audacity to ask what your ideal person looks like. That makes me really mad. Do you smoke cigarettes? No. Do you drink alcohol? Yes, I partake. If we were to ask your friends and family to describe you in a relationship, what would they say? For me, they wouldn't know. I've never really been in a relationship that's lasted more than a week. What excites you about the possibility of finding love in your life? Well, something we wouldn't know just by looking at you. Please take a moment to briefly describe your dating history. Jeez. Like, what is this? A freaking Match.com survey? What is the most difficult situation you had to overcome? Okay, that's a good question. What about this experiment appeals to you the most and why? Are you willing to take 3 weeks off from work and other commitments during production? Do you have a valid passport for the vacation part? Have you applied to a television show before? If you ever filmed anything for television, either aired or not aired, if so, and what and when? Have you appeared on television before show network air date? Current living situation, your sexuality, which I find interesting because the first season of the show, there's only one guy who was bisexual and everyone else was straight. So I find that really fascinating. I hope they incorporate more LGBTQ couples because I feel like that would be really interesting as well. Please list 3 personal references. You have to list references? It's like a job application. My job is to look for love. How'd you find out about the casting? I found out about this casting in a newsletter. And then you have to certify that the statements are true and sign it with your mouse. Type in your full name and click today's date, and then you hit the apply button. That was an experience. Moral of the story is, even a show like Love is Blind is so heavily emphasized. In the application itself, you already know they're only gonna pick really attractive people. What makes me mad is the meaning behind the show is to have an emotional bond and it be based on that emotional level as opposed to a physical level. By making the application so heavily questioning like a person's physical nature, by looking at not only the Instagram, the Facebook, and the Twitter, but like a whole body shot and a face shot and all this other stuff. It's taking away from the meaning behind the show, and the meaning behind the show is to like try to find love without the element of the physical part to influence it. But yet the people who are casting are manipulating that. So they're kind of manipulating the results of the experiment because you're only picking stereotypically attractive people to be on the show, which I think is dumb. If they wanted to really validate their experiment, they have to mix it up. I feel like they have to pick and choose some less stereotypically attractive people and some stereotypically attractive people and some average people. Mix them up and see if, you know, the emotional bond is strong enough to overcome physical preferences. I feel like that would be more interesting and also more accurate for their experiment results. When it comes to Bestie Picks Bae, that application obviously is geared towards a younger demographic than Love is Blind. The Bestie Picks Bae thing also, whoever the friends are picking the potential mates or whatever, like, they're gonna judge them physically. On there were a few questions about how you look physically or whatever, but I feel like that application was more focused on your personality, and also it was significantly shorter. Simultaneously though, it just frustrates me how someone looks really physically impacts how they are interpreted by other people, and whether or not people give them a chance, and the superficial nature of dating apps. Anyway, that was my TED Talk. Sorry I got a little heated, I was kind of mad. But anyway, stay safe, be good, do amazing things, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Sorry, I probably saw this one because, you know, as much as I'm making fun of this, I am a hopeless romantic at heart.